We go. Let's go, man. Blue element, bro. Let's freaking go. Man, my head is literally phasing through the green screen. That's so annoying. Dude, let's go, man. Blue element Kaiser. Oh my gosh, man. I can't believe it. Finally, man. Another blue element unit. What we've all been waiting for. A lot of people have been saying she was going to be green. No, she's blue. Let's go, man. This is what we needed. So we got blue element Kaiser. And if we go back over here, we also have yellow element hats, bruh. Look at my boy, man. He looks so clean, bruh. So he is going to be an SSR tank. Oh my gosh, he's gonna be an SSR tank unit, and he looks so fire, bro. He looks so fire. Let's freaking go, man. And we actually needed this for light element. They needed a tank unit. This is gonna be a W update. So let's not waste any time. Let's go ahead and check out their animation. So I want to go ahead and watch this. I haven't even watched their animations yet, and they also have their skill descriptions here. Oh, this is gonna be crazy. Let's go ahead and check it out real quick. All right, here we go. Let's put this in full screen. All right, you guys can't hear the music because I put some music in the background, but let's see what we got. So he's a scout light element tank unit. Okay. Oh, whoa. Let's go back right there real quick. Let's go back a little bit. Oh, that looks so cool right there. I'm going to pause it right here. Dude, that looks so cool. So he has like a damage over time, which is really nice. Okay. Woo-hoo-hoo. Okay. Oh my gosh, yo, his animation. Yo, bro, that looks insane. Look at this. Nah, that was fire. Is this an SSR unit? Oh my gosh. This is peak Tower of God New World. We're gonna play that again, man. Holy crap. This character looks insane. Like, I can't believe this is an SSR unit. Like, I will say the animations look very crispy. Like, they look really, really dope. They completely cook with hats right here. So before we check out his kit, let's go ahead and check out Kaiser real quick. I loved his animations, but let's check out Kaiser, man. She is the SSR plus unit. She's going to be a blue ranged unit. Let's go ahead and play this. And let's see what we got, man. I'm so excited for this unit, man. She looks so good. All right, here we go. So she has like some type of spirit animal. I don't know what that is, like a wolf. Here she is, Kaiser, man. Bro, she's so bad. All right, let's see her gameplay. Ooh, what is that? Okay. So she has a shield. Nice. Hey, what else can she do? Oh, she can summon the wolf on the battlefield. Let's see her ultimate. Oh, nah. They cooked. Let's go, bro. This update is about to be so fire, man. Dude, she looks amazing, man. I like her animations a lot. Like, I will say her animations are on par with Hat's animation. They both look good, and I really like her weapon. Her weapon looks absolutely amazing. But man, oh man, this is going to be insane. But the thing is, I mean, we're going to check out their kit, but it's not really complete because they don't have the amount of damage that they can do, like the percentage. They don't really talk about that. So we're going to go ahead and check out Kaiser's kit, man. This is going to be a sick update. Okay, so first things first, let's check out her passive. So Master of the Silver Wolf, Kaiser. So Kaiser applies a mark of the wolf to an enemy hit by her attack. Max number enemies, we don't know yet. It says whenever she deals damage to the target in times, a Finro appears and deals percentage of her attack as damage and makes them bleed for amount of seconds to deal number percentage of her attack as damage every second. So she basically has damage over time, and she can also make the enemy bleed. Nice. And then Finro then applies a Spirit of the Grey Wolf on Kaiser for a number of seconds. Max number of stacks cannot be removed. And Kaiser's physical pierce increases by number percentage, and her basic attack produces more projectile for every Spirit of the Grey Wolf stack. So her passive is looking insane. She has physical pierce increase, so she is going to be a physical damage type unit. And she's also going to have basic attacks. Like her basic attack seems like it's going to be very important. So her passive looks really good. And then when we look at her active skill, Kaiser summons her armor inventory and creates a barrier that blocks enemy skills number of times. If there are enemies nearby, she shoves them back with her armor inventory to deal number percentage of her attack as damage and knocks them back for number of seconds. Kaiser counters to deal number percent of her attack as damage every time a skill barrier is broken, stunning the target for a number of seconds and decreasing their attack by a percentage for a number of seconds. So she has a armor that she can apply to herself, and this armor can block enemy skills, and she is also going to counter enemies, and at the same time she's going to stun and decrease their attack, which is really good overall. And if her next active skill says Kaiser launches needles at the enemy to deal number percent of her attack as damage number of times, her swiftness increases by and basic attack pierce by a percentage for seconds for every needle that lands. So she's going to launch multiple needles at the enemy, and then these needles is going to increase her swiftness and basic attack, also her pierce as well. This is really interesting. And then for her ultimate, it says Kaiser deals a percentage of her attack as damage to the enemy with real manipulation and locks them for a number of seconds. She then sends Finral to attack the enemy to deal a number percent of her attack as additional damage. A powerful spell has been cast on Finral Fangs, and its attacks always result in critical hits and decreases the target's basic attack resistance by number percentage and then max stack. So her ultimate, it seems like she is going to have guaranteed crit hits, so putting crit rate on her is absolutely useless. So man, looking at her kit, man, she seems like she's going to be a unit that's going to focus on she's going to focus on surviving, because this right here, this active skill armor inventory, pretty much allows her to block off enemy skill attacks, which is really good. So she's definitely going to be a unit that's going to be very good at survivability, but we're going to have to wait and see until she is in game to see if she's going to be a good unit with low investment. So man, I am so happy the fact that she is blue element. She looks really nice. Now moving on to our boy Hats, man. He's been in retirement for a long time, but he's coming back into the meta once again. Now I don't know if he's going to be good, but he is a tank unit, so this can be huge for light elements. So let's go ahead and see what he can do. So passive Clear Mind. Hats immediately removes a status effects he is inflicted with and becomes immune to status effects for a number of seconds. He then counters to deal a percentage of his defense as damage and stuns the target for a number of seconds. So this automatically proves that you guys should be grinding Myungo set. That set literally gives additional defense, so go ahead and grind Myungo set for Hats. And it says each time this effect activates, Hats recovers a percentage of his HP and his defense increases by a number percent. This buff cannot be removed with buff removal skills. In addition, Hat's effect resistance is fixed at, we don't know the number, and his effect hit increases or decreases by, and for every in effect resistance increase or decrease. So for his passive, it seems like he's going to, of course, scale off of defense when it comes to countering enemies, but at the same time, he's going to recover his HP, and he's also going to recover his defense, and he's also going to have effect resistance in his kit, and he's also going to have status effect immunity, which is really nice overall. But there is a cooldown to it though. Now for his active skill, dang, that's a long active skill name. 7 Strike Ghost Fish will dance Ascending Dragon. Hats deals a percent of his attack as damage to an enemy number of times. Each attack jolts the enemy and decreases their defense by percentage for a number of seconds max in stacks. In addition, Hats increases his own defense by the amount of enemy defense decrease for a second. Defense gain limit per instance, percentage of the caster's defense. Well, this is crazy. So he can shred enemies' defense, and he can also increase his defense based off of the amount of defense he took away from the enemy. That is insane. So he's going to be a defense shredder, which is going to allow DPS units to do a lot more damage. Let's say Yiwa, for example. And then for his active skill, Sea of Flame, Hats swings the Dong Hei to deal a percent of his attack as damage to enemies in range, locking them for seconds. A burning Shinsu zone is created in the path of Donkey for a number of seconds. Enemies in the zone take percent of Hat's defense every second, so it is a damage over time. So that pretty much proves that he does scale off of defense. And then for his ultimate, a Donkey Ignition, a Hats becomes immune to status effects, ignites the Donkey to remove all debuffs and status effects from allies, and grants status effect immunity for a number of seconds. Hats then deals percent of his attack as damage to enemies in front of him and stuns them for seconds. Hats deals a percent of his defense as damage when landing attacks. So his ultimate is pretty much it's pretty much a debuff removal. It's pretty much like a cleanse, similar to Gusting, where he's going to remove all debuffs from his allies. So he literally has like support capabilities in his kit alongside with tank capabilities because he does scale off of defense. So man, this is insane. So far he has damage over time, he has cleanse, he also has defense shred, and he can literally remove status effects from himself, and he can also he also has effect resistance. Hats is looking pretty good overall, I'm not gonna lie. He looks like a unit that's definitely going to be he's definitely going to be a unit that's going to focus on cleansing your allies and making sure that the enemy, their defense is always shredded. I feel like the best skills for him so far is this active skill right here because it shreds the enemy defense. And I will say his ultimate is very, very nice. The fact that it can cleanse a debuff from all of your allies. So man, first impressions on Hats looks pretty good for a tank unit, and I hope that his survivability is good. Like, that's the only thing that matters. As long as his survivability is good, he fulfilled his job because he is a tank unit. He's supposed to stay alive as much as possible. So those are pretty much our two units. We have Hats and we also have Kaiser. So I'm not gonna lie, man, this update is looking very, very good. Like, this has to be one of the best updates so far. I'm not gonna lie. I did say that the last update was gonna be the best one, but this one looks 10 times better when it comes to character design, gameplay, aesthetics, and their kit. They looking really nice, but we have to wait and see until they come in game and see if they're good or not. So I cannot wait to test these units out. They will be coming out tomorrow, so make sure that you guys start grinding. I definitely advise you guys to grind the defense set for Hats, and then for Kaiser, you're definitely gonna have to grind the attack speed set. But the thing is, we are gonna have two brand new ignition weapon sets the next update, so we're gonna have to wait and see what those two sets are to see if they're good for these characters. But until then, this looks like a very hype update. I'm not gonna lie, this update looks sick. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, and honestly, man, this is a celebration, man. We got another light element unit and he's a tank, and we also have a blue element unit, man. Let's give a round of applause, man. Round of applause. Netmarble, here's your W. I just hope that they're actually good, because if they're not good, I might have to throw some hands. But anyways, make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't. I really appreciate it, and I'll be catching you guys on the next one. Peace.